good enough. Hold on. Let me just try to open the lights here. Hold up. Just give me 1 sec. Very good. Now it's a little bit better. Hopefully. The only thing that's bad is my hair right now, but yeah, we move. So as you see in the title, let's talk about Loki and the Legend of Elbaf. Let's wait for more people to come in. Yep. What up? Everything alright, everything is cool. I don't wanna turn the camera. No, everything is good, I think. Just that I don't know if you hear me or not. Hello and welcome to Hack Review. We're gonna be discussing Loki and the Legend of Elbaf. You can write to me if you see. Good. Oh, hello. Hello. Live on Hack Review. Oof, it's hot in here. Damn. Here, let me show you the look. Wait. Oh, wow. Yep, it's very nice. Huh? Don't you think? Don't you think it is quite nice, actually? 2 minutes in already. 2 minutes in the live already. Good. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about Loki's new powers. How incredible they are. Because he starts breathing lightning from his mouth, and he's kind of spamming that powerful attack like a few times in Elbaf, and he squashes Summers, which I didn't see the last time I reacted to the chapter. I did not see that he squashed Summers with his foot, I think. Welcome to Hack Review. We're discussing the Legend of Elbaf and Loki. Welcome guys to Hack Review. We're discussing, once again I will say it, we're discussing the Legend of Elbaf and Loki, and how we're gonna move forward in the story with this character and the legend. Oh, welcome to Hack Review, everybody. Welcome to Hack Review. Feel free to type your comments down below in the chat. No problems whatsoever. I will be responding to every chat. Welcome to Hack Review, guys. Yes, so we're discussing right now Loki and the Legend of Elbaf. First and foremost, like I said earlier, Loki is spamming his attack, breathing lightning from his mouth. That makes the bottle breath from Kaido look so tiny and weak. You guys realize that? Because this is on a whole different massive scale from what Kaido's bottle breath had, right? Because naturally the giant is bigger, and he's an ancient giant at that. So that's a plus, and for power scaling, and he could spam that attack time and time again. He spammed it against the nightmare monsters. Also, he squashed with his leg. I think it was with his leg. He kind of squashed Summers. I doubt that Summers will be out just yet. How did you send really remember Loki on Holy? What do you mean on Holy? What do you mean? Do you mean when I said that Loki squashed the Holy Knight, Summers? No, I just did not. I did not see it in the last chapter. If you meant that, otherwise I don't really get what you mean. MTTKR Lala. What's up, man? What's up? It's nice of you to comment. Thank you so much. You can discuss with me the theories you have on this chapter. Of course you can. So yeah, so we squashed Summers, which was very brief, but I doubt looking good. Thank you, Namiz. How are you? What are you doing right now? Did you read the last chapter? How are you, man? How are you? I hope you feel alright. Nah, but listen, Loki last chapter was kind of MVP. Even though we saw that booming dawn Thor attack from Luffy, which was actually incredible. It's unusually very brutal from Luffy because he breaks Summer's face in half, which is not a thing we get to see from him a lot in series. Usually he's punching people, but not that breaking their face literally. So that's cool. But I think Loki was the MVP of last chapter just because of his abilities, but also I want to say also the scale of it all. I mean, we saw Luffy on his back, on Loki's back, and they were talking to Zoro, which is miles away, which I did not realize when I was reading the chapter initially, because I thought they were just near each other. No, he's actually miles and miles away. All right, so that is very cool. But also the legend of his devil fruit, the legend of the dragon fruit named Nidhogg, type Nidhogg. Sorry, mythical dragon fruit type Nidhogg. All right, that is what I want to talk about this particular live, because it interests me a lot. Why would this? Let me ask you guys a question. Please feel free to comment down below what you think. Why would Oda go lay down this tiny plot from the past, that the past user of the Nidhogg fruit was fighting, or maybe the Nidhogg, the legend god itself, was fighting Nika? So why would, tell me this, why would Oda lay this down just this chapter? Why? Clearly, right now, for me, this is what it seems like. And I've said it time and time again. I've said it on my Instagram lives, on my Instagram shorts, I've said it here on the live. I've said it in multiple videos. I think that the power of Loki will take over him somewhat. All right? In this most recent chapter, they said that was like the legend of the wielder of his fruit was fighting Nika. Now, why would they fight? If it's not gonna happen again, why present it like that? So, do you think he'll present it like this, that they fought before but now they're friends? I don't quite think so. I don't really think so. I think that Loki and Luffy will clash, because Loki is being kind of a hothead right now, and him kind of saying time and time again, telling you that I don't care about the people of Elbaf. I just wanna settle the situation right now. He wants to settle the situation with the Holy Knights. He wants to break their face. He wants to do them no good. He wants to do them harm, right? What's up? Thank you for commenting. So he wants to do that, but he's doing it in a way that he's not caring about the people of Elbaf. This is essentially his own people, right? I mean, he's never liked them like that because they've been terrible to him. But times have changed, giants, they live a lot longer than normal human beings. So, why would he act so viciously? I think you can say that. I think you can say that he's acting more like a villain than what he is a hero, if you kind of understand what I mean. Because yeah, I think I explained it, but let me try once again in a sense that in a way that would make sense. And listen, so the first time when the children and their parents landed on Loki's back when they thought they were gonna die. He's like, no, it wasn't my intent to save them. It wasn't my intent to save them, he said. The next chapter, he says, like, hey, get off my back right now. Get off my back right now. I don't have time for you. I'm gonna deal with these bastards. I'm not here to save anybody. And this chapter, he says it again. And then when he says it again, after that, we remember, Ja Rule remembers, we go back to the flashback, and Ja Rule remembers, and then he kind of explains the legend of the wielder of the Nidhogg fruit, or the true god itself, right? The one that later down became a devil fruit or whatever. That's not really explained how, because Luffy's a god, the Nika was the original god, and then it became a devil fruit, so we don't really know what kind of happened there. But let me just go back to my thing. He's presenting it, Oda is presenting it to us in a way which makes you think, well, they are going to clash. Luffy and Loki are destined to clash. This is what I'm gonna say. And I know that people are irritated because of the destiny themes in One Piece, but I think they're very different to Naruto. And it, like, very, very different to Naruto in every way imaginable. And I can explain that in another video. But right now, let's focus on Luffy and Loki and the legend. All right. Oh my God, it's so hot. It is so hot here, bro. Holy crap. Yes. So why are they gonna clash? Why is Luffy going to clash with Loki? That is the question. Because right now they gave Loki such a sad backstory. You feel for the character. You understand his motives, why he was doing the things he does, even though they're quite harsh and surreal. But you understand why he's doing that. It doesn't justify what he has done, but you understand why he was doing that. It's because he was kind of messed up in the head. I mean, if your mom throws you out to die as soon as you were born, I mean, that essentially fucks up your head. Your mind is completely in another place, in a very dark place. He even worshipped a guy that was not the best guy in the world, actually. All right, so Roxy Zebek, he wasn't there to bring peace or to bring freedom or whatever. No. Roxy Zebek wanted to take over the world. All right, and just because he cares about his family and somewhat he cares about some people in his crew does not mean that he's a good person. He has done a very, very, very terrible stuff, like killing an admiral. He just flat up killed an admiral. Now, we don't know what the admiral did, but I think the admiral, he kind of wanted peace, and you kind of came to the Holy Land. So you broke into the Holy Land, you destroyed the Gate of Justice, and then the admiral comes to you and he killed him. And he's done far, far, far worse things as well. Okay, Roxy Zebek is not a hero, he's a pirate. Understand that, guys. There is difference. Our guys, Luffy and the Strides, they're good people, but they are pirates, right? There are other worse pirates than these guys, right? And that is the most common thing. The pirates are the bad people, the Marines are the good guys. Somewhat, all right? When you get up to the world government, then it becomes convoluted, because the world government are absolutely pieces of trash. Not the normal fodder people, because they probably don't know about everything, but you know, the Emu, the Gorosei, the Celestial Dragons, the Holy Knights, Garling, you know, them people, Summers, they are terrible people. But the people under them, the people under them, they don't know a whole lot. Never been an anime fan, but I must start AOT soon. Oh, that's very good, man. I mean, you should you should watch anime, bro. You're missing out. I mean, you're missing out on a lot. I wouldn't start with AOT. That's just me, though. I'm not the biggest fan of AOT. I think you actually should start like Full Metal Alchemist or maybe Free Ren or something like that. AOT is a little bit, I don't know. If you like darker shit, yeah, probably AOT is good for you. I watched Jujutsu Kaisen but stopped. Yeah, I don't like Jujutsu Kaisen. I think I don't know why. I watched like 12 episodes of it, and I just wasn't feeling it. I think the explanations for the powers are not very good, and that kind of takes me out of the story. Because essentially the powers in this fictional world is very important. It's like in One Piece, the devil fruits are important. They are a power system. Then you have Haki as well. But Jujutsu Kaisen, I didn't like the powers. That's why I didn't couldn't get into it. I don't like anime because it's so hard to follow and they don't speak English. I mean, you can. You can watch anime in English dub though, right? It's not as good, but some English dubs are very good. I can tell you that. I could tell you that. Some English dubs are actually incredibly good. Like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Watch that. Trust me, it's 62 episodes of utter sheer greatness. Alright, let's get back to One Piece. Wait, have you watched Game of Thrones? It's so elite, genuinely the best here. I have not all of it, but call it a hot take. I don't like it. I'm more of a Vikings guy. I like Vikings the series. I like the new Vikings as well, the new generation. But I also like Peaky Blinders and these stuff. Breaking Bad, of course, Better Call Saul, and all that. They are very good. There's a new series called, holy shit, what's it? It's by the same producer of. It's by the same producer of Breaking Bad. Damn, Pluribus, I think its name. You should watch that. That is great. That is actually great. Goatee is One Piece is too long, man. I kind of understand what you mean. The thing is, once you read One Piece, once you catch up, or once you watch One Piece, once you catch up, once you get into 300-400 episodes, or even once you get to 100 episodes, when you watch it, bro, you feel One Piece is too short. I think almost every One Piece fan agrees with me on this question. When you watch One Piece, you kind of feel that it is too short. And the best form to watch One Piece is binge. Because, it's a long series. It's a studio that can't put in all of its money at once. It was weekly up until now. So can you describe One Piece? Oh, bro, it's very hard. So describing One Piece in a very simple matter. All right. There's a guy that wants to be free. His ultimate form of freedom that he sees is being a pirate and achieving the greatest pirate achievement there is, which is finding the One Piece. That is his dream, right? This treasure, that is the One Piece, the greatest treasure in pirate history, this one is it was placed somewhere by one person called Goldie Roger. All right, this Roger placed it there. Nobody knows where it is. Then the Marines, the police executed him, and that started kind of a wave of people trying to find his treasure. So essentially, our main guy, our main character Luffy, if you don't know, he wants to achieve that goal, but he needs to sail out, he needs to train, he needs to have a goal, he needs to have a crew, I mean. And so that is essentially where it's about. We go to different islands, we explore, we kind of see what we're dealing with, we're dealing with the bad guys, and so on. Meeting different people. There are tons and tons and tons of characters there, so yes. Thanks for likes, guys. Thanks for likes. Who's this guy who wants to be free? Is Luffy? That's his name. Yeah. I've kind of enjoyed talking to you, kind of explaining this to a non-anime fan. Or I don't actually know if you're not anime fan or no. But it's quite unusual for these types of lies, because we usually talk to only only the people that know anime, you know, especially One Piece. Because I'm a One Piece guy. How are you? Swasti! Thank you for coming in. What's up, my man? How are you? Did Barca lose yesterday? They lost. They won but lost. I know One Piece because I show speed and my brothers watch it. Yeah, I mean, you should join your brothers and watch it, bro. I mean, I don't know how old your brothers are, but you should definitely watch it. Yo, Swasti! What do you think about the latest chapter, bro? I haven't seen you in the lives for quite a while. Hold up, let me just... Yeah, so the most recent chapter was absolutely nuts. Absolutely insane. Because of this legend, which brings upon possibilities of Luffy clashing with Loki. And also, the stakes here are like, if you watch Grand Line Review, he kind of explains it better than me. We have the same take, I think. And Loki will One Piece ever end? Yeah, it will. I mean, we're kind of at the final stages. I think we have about 5 years left. I think we have about 5 years left. That is my it's have approved. I don't approve the power scale. I mean, I don't know. What do you mean by that, though? Like, you don't approve that Loki is powerful because he's big and he's kind of breathing lightning and he's spamming it all over the place. Yeah, but I think we got 5 years left. I mean, the author has the author is pushing through. He really wants to go on that honeymoon. He's never ever gone on the honeymoon just because he writes the series, bro. He wants to pay attention to his family and everything. It's kind of hard when you all the time writing and coming up with different things that would make sense and tying everything and everything. It's very hard. But Swasti, for Loki is stronger than Nika at this point. I mean, people really they kind of don't understand. Not don't understand. I don't want to make fun of people, but like this current Luffy, he can definitely go toe to toe with him, for sure. Did you see what Giant Luffy did to the island of Elbaf? I mean, he was making it dance. He was making it shiver. He was making it shiver. What the fuck? He was making it go all over the place just by him standing there on top of Loki. All right. So it would definitely be a good fight for him. Now, the question should be that Luffy, his time limit in Gear 5. That is the question that people should talk about, because otherwise than that, I mean, he's the free form. He can use whatever he wants. I mean, he's free. He is Gear 5, bro. Nika. Okay, the imagination. Luffy's imagination is crazy. Is the first 10 episodes of One Piece binge worthy to watch? I would go, bro. First 40 episodes. So watch the first 40 episodes, then come back to my lives, and then tell me what happened. If you liked it or not, and if you think it's trash or not. If you don't like it after the first 40, I don't think you'll ever like it. But there are people that kind of got into it at episode 100, episode 60, episode 300. I mean, it's different opinions, bro. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, he won't survive 100 episodes. It's ass. It's not ass, bro. What are you talking about? It's not ass, bro. Hold up. What are you talking about? I feel like most men like anime, lol. I mean, it wasn't like that before. You were kind of the guy that, if you watched anime, you were a geek. People looked down upon you. If you wanted to bring a girl home and tell her like, oh, I watch anime, she'd think you're weird. Yeah, but now things have changed. It's mainstream now. It's more popular. That's kind of what we wanted. It's disappointing. So many people. Episode 100 should be been special. I don't know. I don't know. Back in the days, it was difficult, of course, because it's. If you go to episode 100, I think you're in 2001, so you're not gonna see great animations and all of that. Agreed, bro. I love football. I love football, especially if you support Real Madrid. But my guy Swasti, he supports the wrong club, bro. So. I will sub to your channel, bro. I'll tell you how I feel. Maybe you should sub also to my second channel, because then you can watch different anime, and then you can look and see which one you would like or not. So I have another channel called Hacker Reactions, or if you want to, can look at my shorts on Instagram. So if you wanna, Alabas, Visca Madrid. What are you talking about, man? Anyway. Coming back to Luffy, no, really. So, thank you. Or what do you mean, One Piece? Oh, One Piece. Yeah, of course. It's my favorite. It's not my favorite anime. It's my favorite manga. It's my favorite story. Let me tell you that. The anime is, at some points it gets difficult to watch. 100%. I caught up to it. 2013 I caught up to One Piece. Back then it wasn't difficult, but bro, gotcha, bro, hold on, Ghost, hold on. If you want a first anime to watch Gotcha Kuta, bro. Gotcha Kuta, I think it's on Netflix, bro. It is amazing, and it goes into things very quickly. Very quickly. You learn the characters, you learn the power system, you learn the story very quickly. One season is already out. I think it's 24-25 episodes, so it's not as long as One Piece. It's the Gacha Kuta is amazing. All right, coming back to Luffy and Loki. So Summers is not out, but we kind of dealt with him, right? I think if he comes back, then it's time for Zoro or Sanji to handle him. I think it's Sanji, because clearly we saw when Sanji was helping the other Straw Hats, he kind of burnt his thorns with his Diablo Jambe. So that's a good matchup. Maybe Killingham is gonna fight Zoro with his trident and everything. But I just don't see Gunko possessing Imu to be this powerful. I mean, to take on both Luffy and Loki at the same time. And what are the other Straw Hats gonna do? Tell me that. Are they just gonna face off against like nightmare monsters? I mean, I'd be cool with that. If like, I don't know, if Usopp could have a cool moment, if Chopper could have a cool moment, if Nami could have a cool moment, if Jinbei could have a cool moment. I think, frankly, Jinbei is a little bit too strong to be not dealing with a very important villain, but I don't know, man. The stakes are very low right now. I think we have two gods essentially in our how do you say it? We have two gods on our side, right? The other guys, I just don't see them. Imu's clearly possessing Gunko, so he's not actually there on Elbaf. So he's only possessing Gunko. So I'd imagine that there's probably a limit to what he can do with his powers. And once Gunko snaps out of it, then essentially it's done for these villains, right? Gunko snaps out of the power of Imu, right? We deal with Killingham, we deal with Summers. What's next, right? I think if that's it, I think it would be a very anticlimactic part of the arc. Like, I think essentially it would be the worst part of the arc. All right, not the first part where Luffy and the others comes in and everything, and definitely not the second part with the God Valley flashback and the Loki and the Harold flashback. Definitely not the second part. The third part would be the weakest, But if we have stakes, if we somehow make it, as Luffy is fighting the freaking god dragon, Loki, then it could be extremely interesting. And I mean, I want to see. And I mean, if it doesn't happen, I won't get very disappointed. I swear to God. But I really want to see all of the Straw Hats gather up, fighting together against one foe, just like they did on Thriller Bark when they fought when they fought Ors, right? Because Ors was an ancient giant. It was very big, kind of hard to deal with. Not his actual personality, but you understand. So that was very difficult for them. But they handled it, right? I want something like that once again. It just shows more of these characters that we know and love. Lately, kind of Oda has wanted to progress the story more, and he's kind of died down on the fight scenes. He's kind of died down on the character development of our strides, kind of because they are already kind of pretty good, pretty well developed. But still, we want that extra part, right, for the Straw Hats, because we love them. You know, we watched the series because of them, essentially, from the very beginning. So we watch Gachikuta. It's confirmed Shanks is the Aizen of One Piece. Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, bro. I don't think Shanks is that OP. Do you think Shanks is that OP? I mean, bro, Aizen is something incredible. And what's about the new Brook plot? The Brook plot is extremely interesting, and I wish it would be resolved in this arc, so we know more about Brook, and then heading into the arc of Marie Joie and the final war, then it would make more sense for Brook to be there, you know, and it would have more it would have it would be heavier, you know. So the Brook plot with Gunko, yeah, I think I think perhaps that Imu possessed Gunko into killing her own father, or they came there and they threatened her, so she had to kill her own father in order to save the country, or in order to, I don't know, like an Itachi type thing, you know, or in order to save a family member, or in order to save herself. I don't know, right? But Brook kind of has the wrong view on it, because I bet he's only been seeing what or the outcome of the situation, right? He only saw the outcome of the situation. He only saw that Gunko killed her own father, and the flashback we got before we got into the other flashback with the God Valley flashback of Brook and Gunko, and him kind of holding her hand, and she's kind of going the other way and saying, "Oh, father." That was when she was little, I think. This right here, the next coming, or the things Brook is talking about is maybe when she's a lot older, perhaps like 20, 25, something like that, because she's a princess, and so you'd imagine for her to be at that age, and yeah, something happened. I just wish it's not Domi Reversi. Please, tell me that Imu did not Domi Reversi her and make her do these things. If it's the Covenant, if she started making the Covenants just like Herald, I'd be more okay with it. If it's Domi Reversi like just the Domi Reversi, I would think it's very trash, because it's like the third or fourth time we got it this arc. But if it's the Covenant, it would be a little bit better. But if they threaten her or did not use necessarily Imu's power to do this, then it would make more sense. Or if she actually killed her father because she didn't like him or something, I don't know. Let's say Oda wrote what? Say The Oda wrote what's the One Piece in a paper and boxed it and packed it and threw it in the sea. Yeah, I kind of saw it. I don't know if that is actually true or not. I don't actually know if it's true or not, because why would Oda do such a thing? I mean, it doesn't make sense for me. I mean, people are bro, if I know people, some people are literally going to dive into the sea to freaking get the treasure, or to know what the One Piece is. And they will, unfortunately, lose their lives, right? So hopefully this is not true, and hopefully nobody tries and nobody dares. Hopefully. Now, I'm not sailing out. I'm not being a pirate, bro. Fuck that shit. Okay? F that shit. F that shit. We're not making a crew, bro. We're not making a crew. I like my life. I don't want the police going after me. I don't want to hurt other people. I'm not being a pirate, bro. No. But this story, though, about the pirates, that we can talk about, bro. But being pirates like that, nah, I'm good. I think I'm good with that. I don't want to be a pirate, bro. But yeah, the Brute Gunko plot is actually very interesting, and I kind of like that we dived into it a little bit more just right after we came back from the flashback. I think it was the second or the third chapter, so that's very good. What was I going to talk about? Yeah, Loki and Luffy, definitely, if Oda wants to make the stakes higher, then definitely they'd have to clash. Or something interesting happens that makes them want to clash. Maybe Shanks coming into the island, alright? Or maybe Shamrock. I don't know. I don't know about Shamrock coming back, but I think Shanks can definitely come. That wouldn't... Nah, scratch that. That wouldn't make any sense, though, because Shanks is after the One Piece. He was just on Elbaf. Why would he go back? That wouldn't make sense. So it would make more sense that Shamrock came. And maybe Luffy thinks it... I don't know, man. I don't know. But for the stakes to be high, in my opinion, Luffy has to clash with Loki. And we gotta face an opponent that strong to actually overcome him, and then head for Emu and try to find the left tail. Yeah. But before all that, we gotta meet the guy. We gotta meet the man with the burning scar, with the burned scar, right? We still haven't met him. People thought, me included, thought it was. People thought it was Scopper Gaban, the man with the burned scar. I actually had the whole theory on it, but it's kind of not true, because we haven't heard anything from Scopper about that, and Scopper does not have a ship, and it is said that the burnt man with the burned scar has a giant black ship. So who could it be? All right, people saying it's Blackbeard. No, it is not Blackbeard. Blackbeard is also searching for the same person to find the last road poneglyph. Now, where is this person? Who is this person? Oh, I don't know. Oda said that we will meet him very soon. Now, I think very soon in Oda's mind is kind of soon, but I think it will be 2027. Yeah, I think put his words to delay for one more year. So I think it would be 2027. 2020, at the end of 2026, we will finally conclude Elbaf, but 2027 will be the year that we find out more about the man with the burned scar. That is my take on it. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Not really much to talk about. Looking forward to the next chapter. I don't know if we're on break. I don't think we're on break, because we've been on breaks for like all of this year essentially. What the hell was that? I think it was a bird or something. Yeah. I'll be honest. If possible, what devil fruit will you eat realistically? if I would, okay, let's leave this to the last question. If I would eat a devil fruit, it would definitely be Kizaru's, bro. And that is it, bro. It would be Kizaru's because it's comfortable, all right, and I can just go to work in an instant, all right. So yeah, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed. Swasti, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the comments. Ghost as well, if you're not here, thank you for engaging in a conversation, even though you're not an anime fan. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been 40 minutes already. Yeah, subscribe to the other channel, subscribe to my second channel, bro, because I'm watching currently Black Clover and it's absolutely insane. Almost done with that. Next we're gonna react to other anime as well, so definitely make sure to subscribe to Haki Reactions over on YouTube as well. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, TikTok as well, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.